you know. So you have to like kind of team up with all my haters, you know, because you can't handle the rejection from me to you. Yeah. And I'm not talking on her because she'll end up accusing me of something. Do you know what I mean? And then crying, and then
So
I'm the bruise.
who have I teamed up? Who out of all these
but
people?
You can talk about anything else if you want.
So who, right? Who is the haters that I've teamed up with?
Yeah, I can't deal with women that makes up accusations.
Well, so you can't. That's you in a nutshell.
The thing is, though, Alex, I make the money and I do well on TikTok. Whether you like it or not, I do well. I make good money. Yes. And you know I do. I have a lot of loyal people on here that I speak to off TikTok. So when you keep going on about my platform, you don't know who I speak to. I mean, I had a mod call today. We had 7 of us on the call. You didn't know about that. Unless you've tracked something that I've gotten here, I don't know. But I have calls with my mods. I have a lot of loyal friends on here.
Would you say your mod? Would you say your mods are normal?
You know.
Would you say your mods are normal?
I don't like that. That's the thing with change. Just wants your platform, love. You know what I mean?
She can have it. You know what,
Absolutely.
right?
I love my community.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
The thing is, I am we are a threat to a lot of people because the cult die hard for me. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, and you know what?
So
let me speak.
Than me that not making the money, not getting the views, and none of that. Well, people don't get the views because for one reason they're boring.
Okay, right.
They're not everyone's
Is she muted me? Has this woman muted me?
She gets 3K. I would admit it. He can be entertaining. Yeah.
Right.
So when you see other platforms, and I go into platforms, they got 2-3K. I'll go there for a reason. Oh, there's something going on. It's exciting. I'll go and watch. When I go into a platform with 200 viewers, I know it's boring because they've got no viewers. It's that simple. Yeah. So it's not always about a car crash, AB. It's also about entertainment.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So let me just say this now, just before you like to say Jay, and I'll call her just Nana, right? So
I'm not going to, because
you don't have to. You don't have to. No, you don't have to. Let me just say what I need to say. If
I don't want to be a Dan when she, and get accused of something.
She doesn't like the truth. She can't handle it. You can't handle it. That's the problem. If anyone, I think would be deserved.
Does he realise that I have muted him? Oh, I can't. I'm not talking on certain people because I don't want to be falsely accused. Because I have been falsely accused by that person a couple of times.
And this is the woman that accuses many, many people of things.
But however, I make the money and I get the views. Yeah, that's what I look at. When I look at how successful a platform is, there's 2 things: money, views. It's not always about car crash, AB, because I'm sitting here, got 1.5K. I do my FY.
She just said she doesn't care about views. And how many times in the last fucking minute has she mentioned views? You don't care about views? She don't care about views, but she mentioned it fucking 3 times in the last minute.
Yes.
I can see you chat, No one's saying anything.
I don't know if you heard what I said, but like I said, I look at 2 things with how successful platform is. Like DG gets the views and the money. Views and money, you're successful.
Do you think views equal money?
Wait a minute, you got no views, you're boring. It's that simple, whether it's a car crash or not. Because even when I do the FYP, I get 2K. I got 1.5K here. The other day I had 3K just sitting here chatting. Sometimes I might just have 1K. Sometimes I might have just 900. You know what I mean? It really does vary. But however, my team is very loyal, and I think I am successful, and I make money on here, and I'm happy with the money I make on here.
Do you think platforms are based along views and stuff like that? Is that what you believe? The views. Okay.
Tell you what. Can I explain?
God's sake, you are a narcissist. You are. You're a gaslighter.
The more viewers someone has, and I have, if I've gone on people's platforms, they only have 100, 200, and I'm bored. And then there'll be something happening 2K, and I'm like, what's happening here? Might be drama. You're right, could be a bit of drama there. So you go and watch, or someone's just singing, and oh, that's amazing. That I went on to Mr. Bean. There's Mr. Bean on. He had 3K. He's entertaining. I watched for about an hour. loved it, But then I've seen like some people 100 views. So how are you saying they've got a good platform and they've sat on 100 views? And then I'll go in there and I think, yeah, that's probably why they've got 100 views, because I'm bored.
Okay, then. So you do know in the top 10 on the dailies, not one of them have probably got more than 100 people in their life. So if we're based in...
But AB, you're not listening. They battle. They battle most of the day. That's all they do is battle, yeah? But however, I'm not putting them in the same category because they battle all day, yeah? I'm talking about people that just don't battle all day, that have just content that
But you've just based it around money. You based it around how much you earn as well. So
you're not listening. You're not listening.
No, you're not. You're trying to gaslight a situation. You can't handle the truth. Yeah, you muted me. Yeah, you muted me. Yeah, of course you are.
It's all based on money and views. Yeah, your communities support you. You're just saying you could have 600, like you said, the top 8. Yeah, but however, they don't have the views. But guess what? They have money. So it's either money or views. Money or views. That's how successful you are. They're the top 8. Yeah, with only 100 viewers in their live. But guess what? They've got the money, so they're doing well. They're successful. Then you can have some people that don't get the money, but they have the views. They might be successful in other ways, but they're not bringing in the cash. I feel I do have the views, as well as I'm making the money that I'm happy with. I'm happy with that money.
Can you do us all a favour quickly?
No.
Can you sign your Slazengers for us?
I muted you. I didn't hear you.
Can you just sign the Slazengers? Get the Slazengers out and let's give us a sign. You know the Lonsdale size 15s?
Feeling like a Zoom.
Give us a size 15 Slazengers. Come on.
What?
I want to see them size 15 Slazengers that you put in your bag.
See, this is what I'm saying. You're now looking at my TikTok shop. Yeah, but you might find it funny.
It's hilarious. That's what it is.
You know what? You might find it funny. Your little minions, who are majority of women, might find that funny. That sit there saying about the DV and the trauma they've been through by a man and all of this.
Why are you comparing me making a joke about your obsessively big fucking trainers to DV? It's weird.
Because if you let me reply, because a lot of DV is about control, and some of it's control and obsession.
Control and obsession, right?
I'm not saying DV with you, but however, I feel that you like control, and I think you're obsessed. You have those two traits. I'm
so against control, to be honest with you. I'm a firm believer. If I'm in a relationship with stuff, you're never going to stop someone from cheating. So I don't have any control aspects. They can do whatever they want when they want. If they cheated or wanted to do that, I'd move on. It is what it is. But that's what you need to understand.
You do have that trait in control on TikTok, because you're sitting there saying that, you're kind of analysing everything I do. So I feel like it's because you want to control.
So, okay, if I have control, then why, when I'm live, I tell people to go in other lives and stay in there and chill in there and build up their communities. So if I've got control and I want everyone to be focusing and homing on me and my platform, why do I push people out to other platforms while I'm live currently? It makes no sense, and that's why you don't like. You go to any one of my mods and say to them, have I ever questioned you where you've sat? Some of my mods sit in some in people's lives that I don't like, but I never tell anything to. I don't say anything to them. That's you. That's not me. Don't judge me based on what you do.
I'm talking about me. You with me.
Yeah, you are a narcissist. Yeah, 100%. You are a narcissist, 100%.
I don't have any traits of narcissism. You do.
You gaslight. You lie. You trying to deflect on every other situation that's nothing to do with you, which is a version of gaslighting.
But you sound like my ex, where my ex would say things like, I can't explain it. I'm trying to catch you out because you lied the other day or something. It's just weird behaviour. Everybody lies. It's not that deep. Get over it. It's like no one's allowed to lie around you. That's control.
But it's deep. It's deep with the subjects you're doing it about, like cancer and stuff like that.
Wait a minute, how is it deep when I said, about my solicitor, whether I went there or had a phone call?
Because you're full of shit. And you lie about things like cancer on a daily basis. It's weird, Ange.
No, I said about Dr. Google.
No, you never. That was your deflection tactic. No, it's bullshit. You originally said doctor, and then you went, Dr. Google, and you got called out, and you got backed up in your lies. You got muted me again, yeah?
I was diagnosed.
You're going to mute me again, yeah, of course.
Google. It was a dark humour joke.
Yeah, of course it is. Dark humour, cancer, yeah, we know where this one goes. You're just full of shit, Ange. Because apparently it was a mole, then it was a birthmark. What the fuck was it, Ange?
But this is your obsession, the fact that you watch me every second, and I'm kind of creeped out.
Well, I've got a memory. If you was really feeling I was a
Have you ever
stalker,
been to my
why are
thing?
you
Have
still talking to me now? Why are you still talking to me if you think that I'm one of these people?
I'm trying
Surely
to
I'm
help you.
I'm a triggering you, Ange, because
Because I'm trying
this
to
should
help you,
surely be
trying to
triggering you.
understand
If
as
I'm
to
a
why you
DV, if
have
I'm a
this
DV
obsession for me,
perpetrator,
and to
and
see if we can actually
you feel I'm an
resolve it
abuser,
tonight.
why are you here now
Now,
currently
you
still talking
requested
to me?
me. I didn't request you.
Yeah, but why are you
I'm
still
happy
talking
to
to me?
resolve it.
But
I
what?
put you in the talent show, and I did it for the charity because I wanted peace.
But why are you still
So
talking
if
to
we
me if
can
you think
resolve
I'm
it,
that
but I
bad?
don't think you want to
If I'm
because,
still that bad,
I just think that you want me so badly, but I don't want you.
why are you still talking to me if you think I'm this real bad person? A stalker?
Have you
Triggering?
not listened to a thing? Have you not listened to a word I just said?
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, you've just literally said about me being a stalker in the last
What
fucking
I'm
hour.
saying is that's how it comes across. I'm not saying that's what you are.
No, Angie, it doesn't come across that way either. Only to you and your stupid
You
fucking
know what
simps
really
in your
made me
life.
laugh?
Let's call your people simps because they are very strange, let's be honest.
You know what really made me laugh about you just tonight when I said that when I said that I wasn't Cam to Luke, and you turned around and said, why is that? Were you just not feeling it? And I just thought it's like you. It's like you need to know everything, my every thought or feeling.
That sounded really weird to you.
Can I ask you a question? Swear on everything that you love that you're not in love with me.
I swear on everything I love, including my own life, that I am not in love. In fact, I don't even like you, so there you go. I know that's really affected you and broke your heart, really. You think you joke about it, but I guarantee you now that's hit you deep. Even more than the dog did. You know what I mean? Let's just be real. That's because you need the acknowledgement of people on this app. That's your life. You need people to like you, and you need that, you know.
Like me, okay, if you don't like me, then why watch me?
To correct the shit that comes out of your mouth. Because what you are doing, Ange, is very dangerous. And you know what it is? It's very fucking, like, weird as well.
Well, you say dangerous. So tell me what's dangerous compared to other people, because there's a lot worse people on here. However, what's dangerous?
What's dangerous? Okay, then. When you know that you have a community where you've got people in your lives that are die-hard trolls and they'll make fucking horrible sick accounts. You've got Frosty in there as well tonight. You've had Frosty in your live all night.
Well, I'm not responsible for the comments.
Yeah, okay. So you got people like Frosty who takes pictures of babies' graves and stuff like that, right? And I can show you proof. I can show you proof of that if you want to see proof.
Wait a minute. I'm going to mute you because you're getting excited again. What? Yeah, but I don't. I'm talking to you. I'm looking up here. I'm not looking at my comments. I have mods to block and to mute. So that's not on. That's not even on my mods. My mods they block what they see. You know, if they don't see it, they can't block it. You know, they do have a life also, but I'm not looking at my comments, AB.
You know as well as me, right, that people in your community will support.
Frosty's in here. I've not
It was
seen
in.
him.
Well, I've got screenshots galore, so that's a lie. But anyway,
But I can have all the comments of you doxing my address, and by your comments, I've got that. I can't show that because I'll be redoxing.
well, I can dox it live. I can dox your address live if I choose to.
Be quiet. I don't consent you to dox about. However, we can look at your comments as well. I'm not responsible for my comments.
You got to understand, I'll do what I choose to do on this app, right? And no one will dictate to me. There's a bit of a difference. You dictate to your audience, I don't.
Well, you dox someone's address. Obviously, people will not be nice. You know what I mean?
And
Apologies.
but you lied though. You said Angel Wings come to your house like some axe murderer, and that was a lie. This is what I mean. You just.
AB, I had a comment. It was in the comments.
So, and then you made out that you seen it, that she clawed off your fucking ring doorbell and everything.
AB, she put it in a comment. Okay?
And then you told people that you'd seen the axe and she
Just
chopped
let
off
me
the ring doorbell. This is where you're full of shit, Ange.
Finished? Are you finished? Good.
You're just full of shit, Ange. That's what it is.
Now, what was I saying? She did make a comment about the AX here.
And you said she used it to chop off your ring doorbell.
Yeah.
Well, that's bullshit, though, isn't it?
Okay, think what you want. I don't want to talk on it.
Yeah, of course you don't. Because you know why? Because people will start seeing who you are are full of shit.
No, because I don't want to be inciting people to turn up at my house, Abby.
Are you delusional?
Why would I talk on something when I don't want to be inciting for people to turn up here?
She ain't got the Grace. She hasn't got the Ring doorbell footage. It fell off apparently. She, fucking. Apparently, Angel Wings turned up like that one off Last Action Hero apparently and chopped it off.
My doorbell is nailed into the wall.
Nailed into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Screwed.
So you can't get it off with your hands.
Well, that's a lie because Talia pulled it off, and Talia's about fucking 8 stone ringing wet.
The whole thing. I mean, talking about the whole thing. The whole thing. The actual thing that's also nailed into the wall.
Well, Talia pulled it off.
Yeah, she pulled off the actual monitor.
No, she pulled off the Ring doorbell. The monitor, there's no such thing.
The monitor, but the monitor fits into the thing that's also nailed into the wall.
So you said that makes no sense what you just said.
Listen, when you have a monitor, you get like a little back, and it gets nailed onto the wall. It's like a back, and then you slide the monitor.
So let's just get this right. So Angel Wings come up. She took your Ring doorbell, but then decided I want the back plate as well because I need to go and put it into cash converters. What way are we going with this one, Ange? You sound clinically insane. So you're basically saying that Angel Wings come up, took off your Ring doorbell, but wanted the back plate as well.
I don't know why he cares. It's not something I don't want to talk on it because I don't want to be inciting people to turn up at my house. So I'm not going to be talking on it. So I'll mute him for this.
Let me go back and
he likes all the details. I know. He likes all the details. It's strange. Have you finished now?
Yeah, you just don't know the truth. That's why you mute me.
Well, because I don't want to talk about it because I don't want people turning up at my house. Because if they do, I'd have a really good case to say, well, I never incited anyone to turn up.
Well, I'm going to give you the heads up, Ange.
I was going to say, I'm just talking. One sec, excuse me. I'm just talking. I'm talking legal terms, guys. So obviously, I wouldn't want people to think I'm inciting people to turn up here. So obviously, some conversations I will not be talking about because legally, I'd have a better case.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, I haven't got long on here because of obviously I've got to go and watch Canadian, and at least she holds an FYP that's worth watching. But you know what I'm going to say? Okay, then I'm going to. Can you hear me?
You want me? Ciao.
She can't handle it. She really cannot handle it. She can't handle it.
Told you. Why do you think I kept him on? Because everyone always said it's me. No, it's not. I don't cam to this person. I don't watch this person.
And let the gaslighting commence.
Of this person, the details.
And that's where it is, guys.
So that came here saying TikTok could get you banned because of police turning up and all of this. Well, officer, that's the person you probably need to arrest then because he was one of them who doxed my address. Do you know what I mean? Because the police wouldn't be turning up at my house as much as they do if there was no doxing of my address.
And this is what you need to watch, guys. Like I said, watch it for yourself. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to her. Just observe yourself and you'll see exactly what's going on. She's very strange, this one.
It's my fault.
She lies too much and then goes, why do people care?
Off TikTok.
People care because you're talking about cancer. You're talking about sick shit. That's why people care.
And investigate maybe as to the people who have doxed me. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, what if that wasn't even the police? Did you hear a radio?
And here we go now. Here's the storyline, guys. Watch now. Here's the storyline. It might not be a police officer, look.
They said the same thing to her.
So, here we go, watch.
But I haven't even said anything today. I'm going to download my live. And then we can get the time that it was reported to the police and the time of me saying I'm bored.
Thank you, Madam Minge. These account names, man.
I'm not going to have they're basically saying that you can't have your freedom of speech.
I know that's a good one, Beach Babe. Why didn't you look at the That's a valid point, that is. I didn't clock that, you know, I should have clocked that, right?